From Dan to Beersheba, that's how the Hebrew Bible defines the northern and southern limits of the land of Israel during the biblical period. We're at the Tel Dan Nature Reserve. This is one of my favorite places in all of Israel because it really has it all. Fantastic nature reserve, filled with water everywhere you look in a country where water resources are so very scarce. It's a very unique site. And on top of that, you've got an archaeological site here that dates back almost 5,000 years. Of the three sources of the Jordan River, Nahal Dan is the largest and most important. The water comes from springs under the earth that are as a result of melting snow on the top of Mount Hermon. The water seeps into the earth and comes out and emerges, gushes forth actually, as springs all around this area. And these are the tributaries that feed the Jordan River. This is the archaeological site in the Tel Dan Nature Reserve. Here, nearly 5,000 years ago, a Canaanite city existed by the name of Laish. The book of Judges in the Hebrew Bible tells us that the Israelite tribe of Dan occupied and conquered this land and made it its homeland. It was only after the death of King Solomon and the split of the United Kingdom into Israel in the north and Judah in the south that the city of Dan came into prominence. King Jeroboam of Israel marked the northern and southern limits of the northern kingdom with the cities of Dan in the north and Bet El in the south of his kingdom. He built a cult center at Dan that included a four-horned altar like this one that we see a reconstruction of, and promoted Dan as a rival to Jerusalem in Judah. I'm reading from the book of 1 Kings in the Hebrew Bible. So the king took counsel and made 2 calves of gold. He said to the people, "You have gone up to Jerusalem long enough. Here are your gods, O Israel, who brought you up out of the land of Egypt." He set one in Bethel, and the other he put in Dan. And this thing became a sin, for the people went to worship before the one at Bethel and before the other as far as Dan. This Canaanite gate is the oldest mud brick gate to have survived in the ancient Middle East. In fact, some people call it Abraham's gate because it dates back to the time of the biblical patriarch Abraham nearly 5,000 years ago. This is yet another gate found here in ancient Tel Dan. This one is attributed to the Israelite period, apparently during the reign of King Ahab. Here, the king would sit in audience at the gate, and the elders would witness contracts here. Here, the people would gather at the gate of their city to gossip and talk about the daily affairs and the news of the outside world. A major archaeological discovery was made right here at Tel Dan in the mid-1990s. What was discovered here? An inscription that is today known as the Tel Dan stele. What is significant about this inscription? Well, it's the first time that archaeologists have ever discovered the name David, or rather the House of David, in ancient Hebrew script dating back to the 9th century BCE. This gives us proof that the House of David and apparently King David himself are historical fact. And that's what's so significant about this story. I guess you figured out by now why I'm so excited about the Tel Dan Nature Reserve. I'd be happy to take you on a little hike through this amazing piece of nature. But in the meantime, I recommend that you visit my website at www.davidsland.com.